Shalom, shalom, Yahshua, all praises and glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations unto the elect men feeding the sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, in sincerity and truth. With this great gospel, man. If you love the Lord, you're going to feed his sheep. You're going to feed his sheep. You're not going to try to find yourself in this world, right? Because you got to realize you're seeing this world pass away, vanish, disappear. It's a wrap for this fucking place. It's not going to recover. It's not going to be rebuilding. It's not going to be great again. Right? Those days are over. Those days are over. And you got people in this society that are still trying to find their lives. They're still trying to be great, right? They going to college. They're trying to pursue a great career, right? They're investing in stock market, right? One motherfucker talking about, I'm about to get into real estate. The real estate business is booming. What fucking news you been watching? Right? What fucking news you been watching? Right? The job market is messed up. The stock market is messed up. The housing market is messed up. Right? You seeing what's happening in the so-called tech industry? It's mass layoffs. Right? And what's happening in the pimping and player industry? Right? You got these suckers, these passport sucker brother motherfuckers, right? Trying to go overseas to go fuck a woman. And they ain't looking for no wives. They just trying to go overseas and flash money, act like they're the shit, because here in Babylon the Great, they ain't nothing. These passport suckers. They're here in America, you ain't nothing. A woman don't even want to look your way. But you want to go to a third world country, trying to play on these people's poverty, right? Some a so-called white man would do. And what's happening? These niggas is being put to fucking death. Right? You got mass warnings. They telling State Department issues alert for Americans traveling overseas. For Americans traveling overseas. And what were they going overseas for? Right? We in a time where everybody is mad at America, right? It says the nations were angry. Right? And the time of judgment is coming. The time of judgment for America. Right? It says worldwide caution due to increased tensions in various locations around the world. The potential for terrorist attacks, demonstrations, or violent actions against who? U.S. citizens in interest. U.S. citizens in interest. The Department of State advises U.S. citizens overseas to exercise increased caution. Right? Because guess what? An American is not welcome no more in these different countries. Right? They mad at the Americans. They mad at the Israelis. Right? They mad at the Europeans, the French, the British. Right? Because these people are being identified as who? The fucking wicked. That's the goddamn devil the Bible talk about. They only coming to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And the people of the world, they done had enough. They done had enough, right? They said enough is enough. It's the book of Revelation 11 and 18, and it reads, and the nations were angry. Right? And the nations were angry. The Persians, the Iranians are angry. The Arabs are angry. The Chinese are angry. Right? The Palestinians, they're fucking very angry. They getting fucked up over there, right? The Israelis are angry. The Russians are angry. The Ukrainians are angry, right? France is angry. They getting kicked the fuck out of Africa. America just got kicked out of a fucking country in Africa, right? It's like, man, it's no more Mr. White Man. That's the spirit around the world. No more Mr. White Man. It's a rap for Mr. White Man, who's really Mr. Edomite Man, right? It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come. In the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets. So all this time we've been preaching, and we ain't been doing nothing compared to what the elders and the apostles, right? They've been putting in real work for a long time, and we're just continuing in the faith, right? That's why you can't get no prideful, like Sakari and them clown ass niggas, all them niggas who came under the apostles, right? And they fell off, right, and went right back into the fucking world trying to make their own camps. The Lord ain't dealing with these niggas. Nate Sakari, right? That one fat ass, rapping ass, Wu-Tang ass nigga. Killer Priest, right? All these, they lost, right? It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come in the time of the dead, and they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, the man who continue until the end, who endure until the end and keep preaching, keep pushing this gospel into the saints, the believers, right? The elect, and to them that fear the name of thy, and to them that fear, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth, right? It's time for judgment on Esau Edom, because he's the one who destroyed the earth, right? Polluted the waters, dropped bombs on these different countries, right? He's releasing garbage in outer space, in the ocean, in the rivers, in the lakes, right? Chemtrails, right? He's unleashing that poison in people's bodies, right? Your child just got born. He done hit his ass with about 30 to 40 shizzles, right? Got your child drooling, and they be like, "What's wrong with him?" Yeah, we know what's wrong with him. You took his ass to that witch motherfucker, right? And we seen the world turn on the spirit of Babylon the Great. They used to love America at one time, right? They took California, the beach, New York City, Chicago. Yeah, nah, they don't give a fuck about that shit, right? They talking about fuck F America, right? They burning American flags around the world, right? Americans is getting put to fucking death. Like I just said, it says Staten Island lawyer killed while traveling abroad in Chile, right? He out there with that money, trying to floss, trying to be cool. And guess what? They done put his ass to death, all right? They done put his ass to death. It says a Minnesota man was found dead in Brazil. Police are investigating, chasing that pussy, trying to be a passport pimp, and got put to death. Even these white bitches who's working for Red Cross and all these Christian bullshit, whatever they be having, right? It's like you in a fucking country, even the citizens of these countries can't go back to. So what the hell is your ass doing in this country? We here to feed the children, give out shots, spread Christianity, we're here for God. Nah, you here on bullshit, right? And they just told one white motherfucker, man, get the fuck out of Haiti. That's what they told the white boy, right? It's a white bitch in Haiti, man. She came up missing. It says the organization called Dorsani, a deeply compassionate and loving person. Yeah, man, motherfucking Levites don't give a fuck about that shit, and said she and her child were kidnapped from its campus near Port-au-Prince, right? What we say, this is not a good time to leave Babylon the Great. Even the white boy told you, I'm reading again, worldwide caution due to increased tensions in various locations around the world, the potential for terrorist attacks, demonstrations, violence, actions against U.S. citizens, right? Kidnap that motherfucker. Yeah, rob that motherfucker. Matter of fact, set him up with a pretty bitch, and while he think he's about to have sex with her, come in and kill him. That's the spirit these people are on, and you people are stupid enough to leave Babylon the Great, which is already not safe, to go to other places where it's not even safe at all. It's not safe at all, right? The Department of State advises U.S. citizens overseas to exercise increased caution. I'm going to read the book of Proverbs 22, verse 3, and it reads, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, right? The bad times, right? We're living in bad times. We're not living in times of security and safety and peace, right? People happy with each other, people not arguing with each other, people not on drugs, people not on prescription drugs, street drugs, people not under influence of Esau's media, right? The pride of motherfuckers is on an all-time high. Violence is on an all-time high, right? So we know this ain't no peaceful time or no safe time. It says a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished, right? A simple pass on and are punished. And we got to go to the word prudent, right? It says acting with or showing care and thought for the future, right? For the future, because you already know, man, I ain't trying to get fucked up, so I ain't gonna go there. I gotta move different. It's like, a lion and a bear is over there, but man, I ain't scared of nothing, man. I'm gonna go over there anyway. And that's why our Jake be getting fucked up, talking about, man, they ain't scared of nothing. But let it be a motherfucking gorilla over there, you gonna be scared, right? Let it be a bomb about to be exploded, but you gonna be scared. But guess what? The Lord about to put you in a situation where you can't get out of, right? He's going to make it where you can't see a terrible future, where you don't see the evil times. That's why you don't hear what we're saying. One dude, they're mocking the prophets talking about, man, we don't hear what they do. Bro, they be, wow. Because the words is not for you. The Lord don't want you to be delivered. The Lord don't want you to be a prudent man. The Lord don't want you to see the evil that's coming in the fucking future. The Lord wants you to be comfortable and in relaxation, so it come on you what it says unawares. It says for the word prudent, acting with or showing care and thought for the future. Thought for the future, right? It says wise, well judged, judicious, right? It says, let's get to the main words. Well advised, sensible. You're gonna move like you got some sense. You're gonna move with what? Caution. You're gonna careful, right? Circumspect, right? These is words you gotta think about. Caution, careful, and circumspect. Romans 13 and 11. And it reads, in that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe, right? Because man, if you still in a slumber state where you don't see what's happening, you're so fucking comfortable. I don't know how you could sleep with all this shit going on in this world right now, right? It's hard for you to be asleep with so much happening, right? You're in a state of really denial. You're in a state of denial, right? You see the collapse. You see the uproars of the people. You see the president almost catching slugs, right? You see men thinking they're women and women thinking they're men. You see things totally the fuck upside down, but everything's gonna be okay. It's gonna bounce back. Bounce back from this. The only way it's gonna be fixed is with thermonuclear destruction. The Lord gotta come get us out of here, man. Right? And that's what's gonna happen. The Lord's about to come get his people, his elect, out of here, man. Romans 13 and 11, and that now knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation, our salvation nearer than we believe. And salvation is of the Jews, right? Salvation is of the Jews. Micah 2 verse 10, it reads, arise, ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Right? No, this ain't your rest, man. Because it is polluted, shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. Here you are. You don't became a lord in this society instead of using your money to, man, come back to the Lord. Hey, man, the Lord told the rich man to give away his wealth and follow him, right? These rich motherfuckers ain't going to do that. But guess what? They'll get a passport to go overseas and chase a woman who's about to set them up to meet their demise, right? And that's what's been happening. They've been being set up to meet their demise. Because this is not your rest, right? It's going to destroy you with a sword of destruction. Matthew 6, verse 33, it reads, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. No, brother, I'm going to seek me a hoe. I'm going to seek me some pussy overseas. Man, you heard what happened to John? What happened to John, man? He went down to Brazil. He ain't come back. Damn, we told his ass not to go down there chasing them bitches. Yeah, he down there chasing them bitches, flashing them riches. And guess what? His ass end up dead. It's more than just the ones you read about on the news. It's a bunch of motherfuckers who went overseas. And guess what, man? Missing person report on their ass, right? It says, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added onto you, right? You look talking about women, wealth, happiness, man. This ain't our rest. We gotta wait for the kingdom. It says through much tribulation, right? The Lord talking about tribulation, man, not too much fun and happiness, right? Because this world, it's a wrap for this place, man. This 1 John 2 and 16, it reads, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes, right? That's what's on these suckers' minds, right? The money, the women, right? It says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. It is of the world. And what's happening to this world? Let's read this. 1 John 2 and 17, and the world passeth away, right? And any motherfucker mind stuck in this world, you about to pass away too. Passport sucker motherfucker, right? Chasing a hoe in another country. You don't even speak the language. You don't speak the language. You don't know the people. All you know is, man, ooh, she's beautiful. She's pretty. She winked at me, and next thing you know, she done got your ass killed, nigga. It says, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. Yeah, them niggas serving the Lord, they'll still be around. But they was chasing that P, and now they resting in P, right? It says, John 8 and 31, it says, then said Yahushua to the Jews which believe on him, if ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed, right? We gotta, man, push this gospel. We gotta believe in the Lord. You don't just be hearers of the word, you gotta be doers of the word, right? You gotta come and serve the Lord in faith, in truth, and in sincerity, right? Let's go to, bear with me. This is the book of 2 Timothy 3:14. It says, "But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and has been assured of, knowing whom thou hast learned them." Like I said, we learned this from the elders and the apostles. And they still pushing this gospel. They still have that faith and they still got that strength, right? And guess what? Lord willing, we continue to do the same thing so we can see the salvation of the elect. Lord willing, we are part of the elect. Read it again. It says 2 Timothy 3:14, "But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them, and that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures," right? Because we didn't know the word as a child, but guess what? When you came back to this truth, you became as a child, right? You became as babes in this truth, right? Dealing with the milk of this truth, right? It says, "In that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Mashiach Yahushua," right? Fuck the world. Let's get into this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding so you could see your deliverance, see your salvation through the faith which is in Mashiach Yahushua. It says, "All scriptures is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness." So we know these scriptures are not given to everybody, right? The Lord gave a lot of people also with a spirit of slumber, right? A spirit of deep sleep. So what they don't receive these scriptures, and these the same niggas who are still in the world trying to find their lives, about to lose their lives overseas, looking for a freak. And a lot of them won't die here in America. It says 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die here in Babylon the Great. It's a wrap. It says all scriptures is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction, and what in righteousness, that the man of the Most High may be perfect, truly furnished unto all good works. All good works, man. Shalom.